How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody feeling today? What are we? Dream-A-holics. What do we do? Get things done. It's time to make it. Let's get to work. Game. Let's go. Give it up for Khush. So, is this for your business or for sales, or is this? Are you sure what your passion is? Do you know what you want to do?
I think that says it all.
What do you do right now? Can you come up over here so everybody can sort of see?
Okay. So I am building a business. Direct sales, network marketing, but what do I do for a living?
What business do you sell? What business are you in?
So we essential services, ACN.
Oh, okay, ACN,
yeah.
Got it.
Okay, and
it's like you were nervous to say it.
What's ACN?
ACN is a network marketing company.
Network marketing, direct selling with a network marketing structure. Yep. But and the reason I was nervous is because I've not had the level of success for myself that I've envisioned for it yet.
I understand.
Okay.
How long you been at it?
5 years, 6 years.
Okay.
Okay, and I get it. I actually had momentum early on. Then I stopped doing what had given me the momentum, and I lost everything, and I actually ended up completely in the opposite direction financially.
I understand.
And
who can relate with this?
And so now I find myself in a situation where on July 29th, I'm going to be celebrating the big 5-0.
Cool, congratulations.
And I am
Thanks, boss.
broke as a joke and having to live at home with the parents. Working part-time, doing something that has absolutely no value to...
Okay.
So there's a lot of negativity, and I've done I was a seminar junkie, but I've also been a liar. I've gone through the entire landmark curriculum, did the ILP, I coached it for a little while, had to leave because there was no integrity in what I was doing. And I loved the learning, I just didn't do the applying.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, let's first figure out, first and foremost, let's figure out first of all, what do you want?
What do I want?
All right, so you're involved with the ACN business.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
I want to hit the top level of that, but yes.
Okay. Why do you want to be in that business?
Because I do want to change lives. I want to. My calling, because I've been through a lot of shit in my life. Pardon my expression, is to help people so that they never again have to feel like they are a victim of anything, whether it's circumstance or other people.
Okay.
And so that to help them become the greatest version of themselves that they can be.
And you believe the ACN is a vehicle that does that?
Partly to get me to that level, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you've been building the ACN business, how many hours a week do you put in right now?
Not as many as I should. A week?
Honestly.
Maybe 10, and that's a working week, Monday to Friday. That's not including...
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? I think I lost my faith.
In what?
In myself and in my ability to do this business, because I started out with a lot of faith to the point where people were literally assuming that I was at the top of the game.
I understand. Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And for anybody who happens to be in a direct marketing company, particularly one where the margins are a little bit smaller up front, one of the biggest problems with network marketing in general and direct sales in general, there is a big impetus on the recruiting, very little impetus on sales. I'm going to say it again. There is too much impetus on recruiting and not enough on sales. When I was running my direct sales company, our general rule of thumb is You need to be able to earn enough money to cover all of your bills on product alone first. If you are willing to get out there and share the products and services, let's just say, for example, you are making, what's the average spread on the product that you've been selling right now?
In terms of,
What you're making retail profit?
I can't,
Okay, let's just say you were making $100 on a product, okay? On a service that you're offering, okay? Now, let's just say you went out and got 10 customers. That gives you $1,000, yes?
right.
Now, if, let's just say, for example, each person that you had, so if, let's just say you got $1,000 a month for yourself, which is more than you're making now
Yeah.
with the business, and you helped 10 other people do the exact same thing. They all each got 10.
Right.
So they're now each earning $1,000 a month. Somebody's earning $1,000 a month. What are they not doing with your business? Leaving. They're not leaving. Are you getting what I'm saying? If somebody's making money, the reason people blow is because they're not making money. If they're making money, they will stay, at least stay longer. So if you have 10 people now who are, if you have 10 people who've got 10 customers each, now you've got, with 10 people, 1,000 customers. So with 10 people, you have the power of 1,000 from your units and your production and your points. Am I making sense? Each person now becomes a true profit center. But you have to first go out and set the pace, because leaders set the pace. Leaders do what?
Set the pace.
Yeah, so you're going to go out first and go get yourself $1,000 on, because you can't teach something that you don't do. So you're going to go and get your first $1,000, and then you're going to look at recruiting maximum 2 people. How many?
2.
You're not going after 10. I'm getting everybody. No, 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 no.
1 or 2.
You want 2 because you're going to train them properly. When I say train, that means they no longer need you in the field with them. They know their stuff well enough that they don't need you. That's trained. If somebody is on your team and they can't go do this on their own, they're not trained. And you're sending people to the wolves and they haven't been trained properly yet. How many of you would leave your infant at home alone? Talk to me. Not unless you want to have them at children's aid, right? You don't leave a baby by themselves. I got it. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. So, the point simply is here is that we're leaving people too early. These people they're not trained salespeople. They haven't learned the art yet. It's a skill that has to be taught. And once they've learned, now you can begin to duplicate. So you're going to get a strong right hand and a strong left hand. And you're going to teach them how to do just what you did. And then once they get there, they can take on 1 each themselves, and you're going to take on another 2 yourself. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. Now some people in network marketing, they don't like it because, no, but you see, you're supposed to be recruiting. That's called pyramid talk. It has to have a business behind it, or it's a pyramid scheme. Are you getting what I'm saying? The business is the product or the service. This is part of my problem, because there's some people who are in financial services and a part of network marketing. There's nothing wrong with network marketing. I love network marketing. This business has actually made more millionaires than any other business type in the world, period. Out of people who are not qualified to make $1 million, or 100 grand for that matter, on paper. But if they don't learn the product, you got a problem. So let's not be lazy and stick to the basics. So do you think that you can go out and make $1,000 in a month selling product?
Yeah.
$250 a week, bro. Per week, that's it. Can you do that? I'm asking you.
Yeah, well,
The answer is no.
And but my belief
Your belief. No, wait a second. Do you believe in the products that your company offers?
I do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I'm talking. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got it. 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 So, why are you in the business, man? Really?
So I want financial freedom, and when I joined, I thought, you know what, this is I love the personal development angle of it. I love the environment. I love the fact that it's not about, you know, having to push a product every month. It literally is things.
See, now we're getting to the truth. It's about you.
Yeah.
Now we're getting to the truth. Now, and this is not just a problem for you. It's a problem for most people in business. How many of y'all are getting that I'm not nervous up here? You know what I'm saying? Do I seem nervous to you? No. No. Why? Because I'm doing you a service. I'm doing you a favor by being here. If you don't feel that way with what you're representing, you're in the wrong business. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. They're lucky they got you instead of some other idiot who doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Are you getting what I'm saying? They're lucky they got you because you care about them, where somebody else wouldn't. They're lucky they got you because you will have their back. They're lucky it's you. Are you getting me? Yeah. If you don't have that mind going in, forget the game.
That's what happened. I used to make it about other people, and I've been making it about me. That's when everything fell apart.
The first thing we have to learn to do is, first of all, fall in love with ourselves, number one.
Okay.
You know, I want you to think about this. You could have been one of those people in Syria. That's not you. You could have been in the Sudan. It's not you, and nobody here. You could have been in a war-torn country, but that's not you. God has, by virtue of sperm lottery, got you in Toronto. Where everything that you need to succeed is made available to you. We owe God a lot. The products, if you believe in them and what you're honestly offering, if you believe that you are really creating value for people, then there's no problem getting out there talking to people about it. But the problem is that you're thinking about what hasn't gone right, what you've done wrong, all the mistakes you've made, but all of that, the past is dead, bro. The only place it exists is between your ears. It's over. What do you want to do moving forward? I don't really care about all the history. The history is irrelevant. What do you want now?
I want stupid amounts of money.
Good.
What my state, and I get it, what my stated goal for income is in La La Land, okay, based on where I am right now, but...
Okay, well, to get the stupid, stupid starts at 250.
Okay.
Stupid starts, this is a week. That's where stupid starts. That's where it starts. It's not sexy at the beginning. It's gonna get sexy. No, and then when you start getting the big checks, you start getting mogasms. No, when you get those, wait, hold on, you get those, when you get those big checks and you're like, oh my God, the big checks, are you getting what I'm saying? Hashtag that, mogasms. So, I'm saying that but it starts here. Learn to fall in love with the basics, man. Learn to fall in love with the basics. The basic principles, man. This is it. This is where it starts. I'm going to first start leading by example. I am committing to generate $250 a week minimum in this business starting now. I'm going to reach out to people. These are the services that I have to offer, and I'm going to get out there and start reaching the people. You really need to be in my class because we're going to give you a bunch more tools in terms of how to go out and get out there and start making that happen. But that's the first goal. And then once we start doing this, you're going to start to feel differently. Because once you start getting a result, you begin to start building credit with yourself. You start to trust yourself again. Start with something small, and then get it, and then get it again, and then get it again. And you're like, holy shit, this works, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like this, and then belief begins to enter. Enthusiasm begins to enter. And now when you're walking, now you become more attractive to other people. Do you know how many people are $250 a week away from losing their house right now?
Probably about 80% of people.
So you're going to be the reason that somebody doesn't have to worry about it anymore, but it starts with you getting on your mission. And your first mission is master the basics. That's it, first. And then teach the basics. That's it. Over time, it will happen. So all the other conversation doesn't matter. This is the bottom line. Is that helpful?
Yes.
Does it help anybody else in here tonight?
Oh, yes.
All right. Give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good. All right. Woo!
Hey there, guys. My name is Khush. Before Noel Walren's Game Changer program, I was, and Noel, you remember this during the open house session, I was extremely spiritually heavy. Okay, and psychologically self-abusive. You know, it's a really, really bad negative space. And in doing you know, and I'll be honest, the 2-day intensive actually really opened up my eyes. And for the next 2 weeks, I was just doing everything that the program was telling us to do. But then somewhere along the way, I stopped. I started to resist, right? And knowing what we learned in today's graduation session, you know, that was really the devil whispering to me over my shoulder, trying to prevent me from fulfilling my mission. And I guess about 2 weeks ago, well, God spoke a little bit louder to me. And I'm now in a space where I'm no longer leaded with heaviness anymore. I'm so much more confident now. There was a period where I stopped going out and talking to people. Well, since doing this program, I've been speaking to more people in the space of a week than I had in some entire years. And what that ended up doing was, not speaking to so many people, it ended up being what's known as learned helplessness. And I was paralyzed. But by going out and talking to people every day, I found my voice again. And I found my confidence, my mojo, if you will. And, you know, I had, for the better part of the last over 7 years, I had been unemployed and so underemployed that it actually bordered on unemployment. Well, I ended up getting a job, and one where I'm now actually engaging my true God-given energies. You know, even my trainers tell me, Khush, man, you know, when you walk into the room, like, people feel the energy, and that's something that never happened before. You know, I would be very mousy, and I would walk in. So, you know, whenever I walk into a room, and I don't want to be, you know, noticed, but now I'm walking in like I'm a boss. Like I own this corporation, you know. And also during that negative, heavy period, which lasted for several years, my relationships with my family were very, very dysfunctional. You know, lots of anger, lots of scowling. You know, little, you know, insults every now and again, you know, tearing down my dreams, that sort of thing. Well, coming out of this program, my relationships with my family has improved to a point now where, whereas before it was a very, very cold type of interaction, now we're laughing, we're joking with one another, you know, it's having fun again, you know, and that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. You know, so I'm really grateful for what I got out of this. By no means is this over just because it's the graduation? You know, I know that what I learned from here, I'm actually going to be taking with me into the future. I'm going to be reviewing a lot of the material that we went through. And Noel, I just want to say thank you very much, because I can certainly say that the game has changed for me. And thank you.